Hello, this is Tom at the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I just wanted to show you a little bit here on this Massey Harris manure spreader. Got it all unloaded here, and it's pretty much as I had stated in earlier videos. These side panels are the only thing that's really got to be replaced as far as the metal work. You can see both of them are out, but when you look at the cross members look fine. So, and the uprights look fine. All of the gears and sprockets and chains all look like they're fine. So I just gonna have to get a couple pieces of angle iron, and it'll be a bunch of bolts. I'm thinking that more than likely I'll try to screw these bolts off, but I think there'll probably be a lot of them that'll have to be cut, and I'll have to just replace them. But I'm hoping to get these pieces of angle iron out and have them enough intact that I can use them as a template to do the drilling on the other new pieces. I'll get them in, and then I'll get the new deck in it, and then the new sides up it. So the cost of that angle iron and a bunch of bolts and the wood, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to have to price it, whether to just go bite the bullet and go buy some pressure treated wood. I'm sure that's the best longevity idea that I could do for it, but either that or I can mill it on my sawmill. I can mill the lumber on my sawmill and get by with relatively no cost at all there. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do on that. So I'll show you as I keep working. I decided there's no sense in even trying to loosen these bolts. I'm just cutting them off because they're carriage bolts, so there's no way to get on the back end to back them up, and I'll have to just drill holes and put regular bolts in because I don't have any way to drill a square hole in my new piece of angle iron. So it's coming apart. Everything else except that one piece looks to be in pretty dang good shape. I think that'll be accurate enough to get the holes in the right spot. Setting the piece of angle iron on top of the new angle iron only does the length of it as far as it getting the holes in the right place, so I gotta figure out how to get the vertical. This angle iron is just slightly smaller than what was originally used, but it's a thicker gauge. So I think there's easily the same amount of mass there in the steel, so, and there's still room for my bolts, my bolt holes. So I think we're all right. Well, that didn't last long. Got a dead battery starting this project. Okay, got a new battery here. More power. That'll be the pilot hole. I'll get the bigger drill bit and get them all drilled out. Okay, got the holes all drilled in their various locations. So I am ready to fit that in there and start putting bolts in, I hope. It is coming together. Okay, as I am working on getting that new frame member in, I had to pull off that cover there and this mechanism here. If you can see, that bolts on right there. That piece was froze up. You can see the holes where the grease zerks go. I tapped them out to clean up the threads, but the grease zerks were completely missing. So I had to clean up this one as well. Pulled them apart, cleaned up all the rust and everything. I'll put new grease zerks in them, putting them back together. But this is the part that walks the bed chains forward here. That piece comes up and is driven from the tires right there. So anyway, just getting everything freed up and wanted to grease it up really well before I get it all back together. I've got to pull this gear off right here to get back. This piece here is supposed to walk back and forth, and it's froze up in there, so got to pull that gear off and get things freed up there as well. Well, it's actually coming. I took some emery cloth and cleaned that shaft up a little bit, and then I took this chisel and tapped on both sides there, and that broke it loose. Sometimes you have real problems getting shafts, gears off shafts and stuff like this on this old stuff, but I got lucky here. Good deal. So this piece should be swiveling. There's a grease zert right down in there. It's probably dry, but it should swivel on that shaft. So I'm going to have to work on that and get that loose and pulled out. I want to make it slide a little bit better once I get it moving. Looks like I'll have to get a puller on this inner piece here as well. There's a big piece of cast back here that I can maybe grab either side of it and get it coming off. It's pretty tight in there. This piece here was a bugger to get started. I've got this MAP gas that I heated it up a little bit. There was probably a bunch of really old grease in there and rust that had just set up. Put a little heat on it. Got it going. Well, that'll be just fine. Got that all cleaned up. Some of this stuff can be a real challenge to work with, this old rusty stuff, but so far I am been able to get everything going. Okay, just wanted to do a quick update. I got this side panel here all in, that piece of iron, got it all bolted in. So this side is together, the left side of the machine. The right side I haven't touched. I'm doing them one at a time so that I keep them going the same. Anyway, I spent a big part of the day today on all of this mechanism that advances this chain and bars here on the inside. It was all froze up, which was really to be expected. But I got everything freed up and greased up, and you can see everything seems to be working right. I haven't got it all back together. I need to go get a few more bolts. But what happens is that mechanism pulls it back and forth with this piece. This piece bolts right there, and so it just walks that thing forward, and you can adjust it how much it goes by how much this wheel down here rolls on those big cams. So that's how you adjust how much it advances every time. Anyway, that is all freed up now. Everything will be working fine when I get it all together. It looks like there on that part of it. So that's where I'm at so far. I wanted to get a video here and get some of this footage out to you. I probably won't worry at all about filming that other side. It's just a repeat of what I've been doing. So thanks for watching.